Okay, guys, I wanted to talk about self-defense. The last video I did with it was a disagreement I had with Canadian Prepper on using food as a barter item when people were really starving and desperate. I had a strong disagreement. I made a video. You need to watch that video. People need to listen to both sides of the coin. I think I have nothing against him, but I have a strong disagreement. I think it's dangerous. I personally think that's one of the most dangerous things you can do. So people need to watch that video, and because he has such a large following, I'm sure a lot of people watched it and may take that advice. And I strongly disagree. At least watch my video, listen to my other side of the argument, and make up your mind from there. But anyway, going into self-defense, got me thinking about self-defense. I'm looking at building a budget AR. You guys have seen what I have. I got a good rifle. I've already, I did the expensive way, bought it, and then tinker with it and change out parts. The cheaper way, of course, is to build your own, get all the parts you want, and then put it together. Take it to a certified gunsmith, knows what they're doing, and have them put it together. Either way, but I did it the more expensive way. That was my first AR. I bought it years ago before the ammo scare. And there was a gunman in the UT library. 3 students kept him pinned down. They had concealed carry. They went out to their cars and held him, pinned him down in there. You don't read about that too much, but I'm like, okay, great. They're going to try to probably ban him here in Austin. And so I went out and got a high-quality AR that day. And then I'm like, okay, let me change this and that. And here we go. I kept some of the internals, the bolt carriers, some parts. I'm like, you know what? I really want to keep this around. And some parts I sold off on eBay, just cheap. Like, you know what? This will help somebody else's build. And now I want to build some budget AR that I can, the loaner, I guess, the one I can, if I'm going to go out and deal with some hogs or something, somebody wants to come along, they want to borrow an AR, okay, I'll take mine. They can take this guy. If not, I can take it around, kind of like my High Point C9. I've showed you guys. I paid $80 at a pawn shop. That's a good glove box gun. If somebody busted in and stole my $80 handgun, it'd suck, yeah, but it wouldn't suck as much as somebody stealing my $500 handgun. So that's my reasoning behind it. Something I can just, deck out with all kinds of inexpensive optics, and like you do with a 22, it's fun to tinker with. And I want to do the same thing with the, I got my, I guess your SHTF or WROL rifle, and then I want one just to, to learn to mess with and tinker with without, really doing too much to my rifle, my main rifle. But I want to show you guys something inexpensive way that I am looking at doing here pretty soon. I'm just collecting the money for it, and that is going to be Ceratac. And I'll show you on my phone here. These guys. And I mean, you've got a here's a carbine. It starts at $259, right? So we're gonna click on it, and you've got everything except the lower receiver. Now they do add lower receivers. It's for $45, $44.99, so $45. And a lot of times I got them on sale for like $30. You can, go ahead and if you want to make your own, ghost gun, you want to mill it out yourself, you can do that. If not, you can go and buy an Anderson lower. You can find them on sale for $30. And sometimes usually you're gonna pay like 50 something, but you can get just a cheap Anderson lower. That's a good inexpensive way to go. And then with this kit, right there you go. You're talking about a brand new AR15 for $300 and some change, right? And you can customize these things completely. I mean, with many options, right? You can, let's look at the options right now. You can have it pre-assembled, an extra $15. Lower, no lower. You want to get the 80%. parkerized or nitride barrel. Choose between those two. 8, 12, or 15-inch handguard. And, different options, but, your basic 259 starting. You can have M-Lock or Key Mod, whichever you want. For an extra $9, you get M-Lock. Bolt carrier group parkerized or nitride for an extra $4. That's not bad. Your charging handle. You can have your basic Mil-Spec or ambidextrous. Your charging handle, yeah. Charging handle, standard Mil-Spec or ambidextrous. Lower parts kit, right? You can choose. They have you got the standard Mil-Spec, made in the U.S. Mil-Spec. They actually went up on that. It used to be $15, but now it's $19. Not a huge charge up. And they even have Magpul furniture if you want to go with that. Extra $44, which that's what it cost you, but regardless if you wanted to do that. Sights, no sights, it's optic ready, or iron sights for $9.99. Anyway, something like this, these Ceratac, this kit here, you just get your Anderson lower, and then it comes with everything else you need. Now, I would probably go with the pre-assembled upper for $15, right? That'd make it a little bit easier. And there you go. I mean, a new gun for $300 and change. That's a brand new AR-15. Now, is it going to be the highest quality? No. But the prices of ARs have come down. The quality has went way up. I would recommend for somebody on a tight budget to probably start off with something like this. And then, let's say you start, putting some wear and tear. You throw some lead down range. You would, something breaks or just shows wear, or after a while you save up a little bit of money. You can start swapping things out. Personally, the only thing I'm really going to do with this is I have the original bolt carrier from my AR-15. It's been used, but it's a Stag Arms bolt carrier. I got the nickel boron. I upgraded that sucker a while back. They were on sale for 50% off. So I bought one, threw it in my rifle, and I took the original, put it up. So I figure, besides the bolt carrier, I'm going to use everything in the kit, and I'll just put this bolt carrier up. Not that I think there's anything wrong with it. It's just, I would say, if anything with these, maybe swap out your bolt carrier. You're going to have standard Mil-Spec, which is, for that price point, the best you're going to get. Again, at that price point. Everything else I'd see just fine. Throw yourself a good optic on there. It's a good AR. From what I've been reading the reviews, people love them. And I'm looking at getting one of these myself. I'll make a video when I finally do put the money aside for it and actually get it all said and done. And I'm going to probably, I might leave it stock, take it out, and then I'll Frankenstein it with parts I got laying around just to meet, my personal needs, customize the way I want. But I was just thinking that's a very good popular, it's a popular round. I would say you want 5.56. It's a 5.56 chambered rifle, and they also have 222 wild. So you can go either way. Fire 223, 5.56. That way you've got diversity of two different rounds, and they're not the same thing. People say the same thing, well, the pressures are not. So if you like having a face, then you better listen when I say they're not the same thing. If you got a rifle chambered 223, yeah, you're gonna have a bit more accuracy probably, but you don't want to put 5.56 in there because the pressures are not the same. It's not meant for that kind of pressure. You can wind up looking like Two-Face or something. So anyway, it's a 5.56 chambered rifle, Mil-Spec, and the quality has went up. It's a popular caliber. I always say you want to have something in a popular caliber. That's what I do myself. And you know, the quality, I cannot stress it enough, has really come up. And even a lower end or a budget rifle like this is still going to be pretty damn reliable. And you know, as you use it, as if you really use it and put wear and tear, you can upgrade and change out parts then. But until then, you got a good rifle and you can tweak it out, you know. Or I mean, if you wanted to buy it and you know, just leave whatever you don't want. Say you got something around, you got Magpul stock already, or you've got an old lower parts kit you laying around that you prefer to use. Well then, you know, leave the stuff in the bag and sell it off. So maybe somebody else might need it if you don't want to keep it as spares, right? And you know, recoup some cost. But I think it's a good way to go. I'm going to be doing it myself. Going to raise up some money, and I'll make a follow-up video when I finally get around to putting that sucker together, show you the finished product. But again, you know, I think it's just something to have around. It, you know, if you're a responsible gun owner, you know, you're honest, law-abiding citizen. Hey, man, it's your right. And if you're responsible enough, competent enough, then you should, right? We're Americans, right? That's our right to have them. And that's a good, inexpensive way to exercise your rights. And if there's a real SHTF, right, then you can fall back on it. Not something I ever want you to have to do, but if you needed it, it's there. And, you know, I think it's a great way, good budget way to get into an AR-15, you know, not spend a lot of money. You'd have money, quite a bit of money left over for ammunition. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Y'all have a good one.